Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are waiting upon Yahushai to come and deliver them from this wicked kingdom, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, and pushing forth the word whether people hear or forbear. All right, so let's get into it. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. All right, so let's get into it. So it says here in Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before the Most High day and night. So again, once Isa Edom is cast down from rulership, the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to be established on the earth, because the Lord is going to come and establish righteousness on the earth. All right, set up a new heaven and a new earth. Okay, again, where it's based off righteousness. All right, and that goes by the uprooting of the wicked in rulership, as it says, the place where the evil is sown has to be rooted out, completely destroyed. Okay, for the place that is sown in righteousness to be established. Okay, so again it says here, and this is the point, and they overcame whom? Satan. Those they overcame the world by the blood of the Lamb, by the blood of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and by the word of his testimony, of their testimony. Okay, and your belief, in your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that's how you overcame. And they loved not their lives unto death. Okay, they didn't love their lives unto death. All right, so that's basically the mindset that you're supposed to have, even to the point where you're willing to sacrifice yourself for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, you're willing to give up the world. You're willing to give up opportunities. You're willing to sacrifice opportunities so that you may be more efficient and and be more of a faithful servant unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, because it says here. Let me see. It says here in Matthew 10 and 38, and he that taketh not his cross and follow it after me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow it after me is not worthy of me. So that goes into taking the low. It's always seeking for the betterment of others rather than your own. Okay, to walk after righteousness, basically. Okay. So again, if you don't do these things, you're not worthy of following Yahushai. Okay, you're not worthy of this of the blessings that are gonna come after the end is there. Okay, he that findeth his life shall lose it. If you find your life in the world, if you seek for pleasure rather than to suffer a moment with Yahushai so that you can reign with him, you're gonna lose your life. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you put your chips, if you put all your hope is in the world, you're gonna be destroyed with the world. It says, what where your treasure is, so is your heart. So if your treasure, so the things that you want are in the world, when the world is gonna be taken down, when this wicked rulership is gonna be destroyed, your hopes and dreams are gonna be destroyed with it, because you're gonna be partaker of the downfall of this kingdom. Okay, because you made your choice. Just as it says, it says that you will be excommunicated of society if you don't partake in worshiping the beast and taking the mark of the beast. Okay, so again, if you seek to find your life, you will lose it at the end of the day, because you're making yourself an enemy of the Lord. Okay, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So again, that's a condition. Now you're not losing your life for any other doctrine or any other wine, any other philosophies. You're losing your life for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You're taking the low. You're forsaking opportunities to better yourself in this life so that you can walk after righteousness. You will find your life again. The Lord will be with you. Okay. It says here in Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Okay, in the times to come, even now, don't fear what you're going through. The Lord will, with the temptation, the Lord will make a way. Okay, So again, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So again, you will obtain the kingdom by much tribulation. Will we obtain the kingdom of heaven? If you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. It is expected for us to suffer. But if we suffer with Yahweh Shai, we will reign with him, and that's a faithful and true saying. Okay. Behold, the devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. So again, all that is for your trial, to see if you're really about the truth, if you're really about following after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days, but be faithful unto death. Again, giving up your life. You have to be to that mindset, like, if I die, I die. But again, I'm going to die with my integrity. Okay? Uncorrupted, unblemished. Okay, and when it comes to the faith, when it comes to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I will not submit to any other philosophies or any other doctrines. I'm gonna keep my faith and die in the faith, so that when I face Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the judgment seat, I may be I can walk in it. I can be with full with how can I say that, a clean conscience. Okay, knowing that while I had the opportunity in the earth to save myself, to save my life, I rather lost my life so that I can gain it in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so again, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So bringing it back that he that loseth his life. So if you lose your life, if you fight for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai unto death, you will find your life. The Lord will give you a crown of life, man. So again, you're not losing, you're really gaining. Okay, so but again, all these things, it's a trial to see if you have integrity, if you really believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so it says here, in John 15:20, remember that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. So again, bringing it back to the fact that just as Yahushua had to suffer to obtain the glory that he has, okay, the fact that it says what the Lord has given him a name that is above all name. Okay, he put Yahushua, he gave Yahushua the preeminence. Okay, the first fruit of the dead. Okay, he's the first one that resurrected. Okay, so again, but again, for him to obtain these things, he had to suffer. Okay, he was persecuted, and us as the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, again, we have to be prepared for the fact that we're going to be persecuted as well in a world where the majority of the people are walking after wickedness and they're walking after evil. Okay, so again, they're going to want to eliminate the light from the world. Okay, so again, I have a precept pertaining to Susanna, the book of Susanna. There's no need for me. So basically, I'm just gonna give a little synopsis. It's just basically from verse Susanna 1 and 15 to verse 23, and the point is at 23. But basically, there was those two judges, wicked judges, who were desiring to commit adultery with Susanna. Okay, and basically, they plotted against her to the point where her back was in the corner. Okay, she had no choice. It was either she commits fornication with them, or they're gonna do a false witness against her, and then in both ways it was death in front of her. But one way was righteous and the other was wicked. Okay, so again, that precept of saving your life, you will lose it. Okay, because let's get into it. So it says here, to the point. It says here in Susanna 1 and 19, now when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us. So again, they're there by themselves. Okay, just them three, the two elders and Susanna, the two wicked elders. Okay, and we are in love with thee. And again, they're wicked because they knew that she had a husband. Okay, so how can you be a judge of Israel, but you want to commit adultery? You want to be over the people and judge them in righteousness, but you're there trying to commit adultery. And not only yourself, but you're two of you guys are trying to commit adultery. Okay, so again it says here, there is no man can see us, and we are in love with thee. Therefore consent unto us and lie with us. For if thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee. Then Susanna, being righteous, it says what? Then Susanna sighed, so like, and said, I am straitened on every side. So there's like no escape, man. It's like they were giving her a choice, you know. He said that you lay with us, you commit adultery with us, or we're gonna tell that there was another man. We're gonna lie on you. We're gonna tell that there's another man. That's why you sent your maids away. But what did she say? Then Shazana sighed and said, I am straitened on every side. For if I do these things, it is death unto me. And if I do not, I cannot escape your hands. But again, she understood that, hey, if I commit adultery, it's the same thing as if I killed myself. Okay? So what did she say? It is better for me to fall in your hands. Okay? It is better for me not to do iniquity and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord. Okay? You see, because even if she was to commit adultery, okay, and those two, they kept their mouth shut, she still sinned. Okay, even if these other people don't know, she still sinned. Okay, she still committed adultery, and again, adultery is a sin unto death. So regardless, both ways, she was, her back was against the wall. But what did she say? It is better for me to fall in the hand of man. Okay, it's better for me to fall in your hands. It is better, again, it is better for me to die. So like, it is better for me to die than to sin in the sight of the Lord, man. Okay, it's better to die in mine integrity than to sin in the face of the Lord, man. Okay, that's the same mentality that we are to have in this society, in the upcoming days, man. It is better to die than to bow down to this wicked kingdom, to take the MOTB, okay, to reject the Lord, to turn our backs on the Lord. Okay, knowing that this is the main reason why we're in the situation that we're in today, man. The reason why we're base, the reason why we're the lows of the lows, is because we turned our backs on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, because as it says in Baruch, I believe, if we did not forsake the fountain of youth, if we did not forsake Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we would have dwelt in peace forever. Okay, and understanding this, now we know that it's better to choose death than to forsake the Lord, just as Susanna did, as she was saying, she told unto those two wicked elders. Okay, so that's the mentality that we're supposed to be in, ready to lose your life, regardless at any moment, man. If I have to go, I have to go, man. That's the will of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And if He will deliver me. Okay, it's not because I get caught that right away I'm gonna die, man. Okay, if I get caught, the Lord might make a way out of no way to deliver me, man. That's the mindset that you have to have, man. Okay. So, and that being said, let's bring it back to in the second Maccabees 6:18, pertaining to Eleazar. Okay, because he also had the opportunity to save his life, but he chose rather to put his trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, than to live a corrupt life, to live under a lie. Okay, than to sin against the Lord. Okay, because he knows that, because he understood that, yo, if even if I do wickedness, when I die, I have to face the Lord. When I die, I have to face the Lord, man. I'd rather die now in mine integrity, and that it be good, and to be in good standings with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's the same mentality that we must have in the times to come. It says here in 2 Maccabees 6:18. So like it. Basically it says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. So he was being forced to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such abomination, spat it forth and came to his own accord to the torment. Okay, he chose to die. Okay, he chose to die than to eat swine's flesh and to disobey the law, statutes, and commandments, man. How many people nowadays, man, they will jump on the opportunity. How many, it says what, among my people are found wicked men and women. Okay, if there was another person, if it was if this was this time, man, a lot of people would just eat the pork, man. How many in this time would forsake the pork? How many would spit forth the pork and endure torture? Okay, rather than to eat pork and to save their own lives, man. Okay, this is the same representation again of the times to come, man. Because again, it says what, the beast, we're coming in a time where people are going to be killed if they don't bow down to the system. Are you willing to face that fact? Are you willing to face the guillotines? Okay, are you willing to lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? This is the times that we're coming into, man. Okay, The devil is gonna come down with great wrath. He's gonna show that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Esau Edom is gonna truly show his horns in the last days, man. Okay, so it says here, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things which as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. It's not lawful. Even to save your life, you shouldn't even eat pork, man. From the first time I read this passage, I completely stopped, man. Okay. And I can't say that I haven't. Esau Edom is such a devil, man. He puts sprinkles of pork, of swine, in everything, man. And from the plastic, from the toothbrush, you can barely escape it. But again, it's through the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we survive, that we're still alive, that we make it through the day. But again, ever since I read this, I to the best of my ability, I stay away from pork, man. Okay? And so it says here, but they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside. So they brought him aside. They had a little pep talk with him, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision. So you don't have to eat swine's flesh, man. Just act. Just be a hypocrite. Basically, what they were saying. Just be a hypocrite. They brought him to the side and said, yo, listen, man. You ain't gotta eat. We understand. Try to be righteous. All you have to do is act. Just act. Like, you can get some lamb, chop it up. We'll say that it's pork, and you'll be fine, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be in good standing with the king. Okay, but what does it say? And besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if it were and make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, so he can save his life. So be a hypocrite so you can save your life. And for old friendship with them, and for the old friendship with them that find favor. But he began to consider discreetly. He was being wise, okay? And as became of his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray hair head, whereon was come, and his most honest education from a child. So he was following after righteousness from a child, man. He was instructed in keeping the law, okay? Or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly, okay? And willed them straight away to send him to the grave. Yo, kill me, man. What do you mean be a hypocrite? What do you mean fake it? Fake it till you make it. What do you mean, man? No, man. I'm not gonna bow down this. I'm not gonna bow down this in this life. I'm not gonna bow down in the next life, man. Lord forbid, man. You'll kill me right now. Okay? For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young person might think that Eleazar, because they might see, because I have a name, I have a reputation to hold up to. Okay, these people, they know me as a righteous man. Okay, so it says here, being fourscore years old and ten were now gone to a strange religion. So if I do these things, man, these people are gonna think it's okay. I have to be an example unto my people, man, of righteousness. Okay, I can't love my life to the point where I show my people to sin. I can't love my life to the point where I cause many to fall because of my selfishness, because of my weak flesh. Okay, but what does he say? And so they through mine hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me. So it's again, he was doing it for himself, for his own integrity, but also to be an example to the next generation, so that they see that it's better to lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai than to live a little longer, but with a stained conscience. Okay, to have that guilty conscience, like, oh, I ate pork just to save my life. No, man, the Lord said not to do it. I'd rather die than to disobey. What did the Lord say? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay, so it says here, and I get a stain on my old age and make it abominable to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, instead of being welcomed as a good faithful soldier, you'll end up like a heathen, or like an abomination unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for the action that you've done. Again, in your old age, imagine your whole life you're walking after righteousness, and before you die, you turn into folly. Okay, so it says here, for the present time I should be delivered from my punishment of men, yet I should not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Okay, so it's again, you're in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, what I fear Yahweh Bash. I put my trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai. What can man do unto me? Okay, as Yahweh Shai said, what fear him that can kill both the body and soul in hell. Okay, we're not to fear man. Man can only kill you once. Okay, he can't torment you after you're gone, man. That's why you have to have that mentality, man. Fuck this world, fuck this life, man. Okay, the only thing that matters is the word. The only thing that matters is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and keeping the faith unto the end. That's the only thing that matters, man. Regardless of what you lose on this side, man. Okay? It's not important. What's really important is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, fearing the Lord, and loving each other as Yahushai has shown us, man. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Being a faithful servant unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the only thing that matters in this world, man. Everything else is just vanity. Okay, nothing else but vanity. Okay, so again, it says here, for though this present time I should be delivered. So again, saving your life. Okay, even though I should save my life for a little moment, delivered from the punishment of men, yet I should not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. That's wisdom right there, man. That shows you that he feared Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because he could save his life, but he chose rather not. Okay, he put his own life in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, knowing that the Lord can bring him back again. Okay, wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will shew myself such as one as mine age required, and leave a notable example. Again, being an example to the future generation. Okay, to me, to those brothers who read the book, man. Okay, to this day, Eleazar is a notable example of righteousness unto us, man. Okay, to such as be young to like a and leave a notable example to such as be young, to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law. Okay, that's the mindset that we're supposed to have. Willing to die, to be willing to die courageously for the honorable and holy law. Okay, and when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment. You see. So again, yeah, that's the point, man. Okay, he rather chose torment. He chose torture than to disobey the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. That's the mindset that we have to be in. Okay, so it says here in Wisdom of Solomon 3:1, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Lord. Again, okay, he's the one that's the author of anything that happens unto us. And again, if you keep your integrity unto the end, the Lord will increase you. The Lord will remember your acts of righteousness that you've done for his name's sake. Okay, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Lord, and there shall no torment touch him. It's and there shall no torment touch them. Okay, in the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Eleazar, after he suffered the torment, he was in peace. Why? Because he was in the heavens. He was with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, and even more, he was in good graces with the Lord, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai has found him faithful. Okay, he did not lose his integrity to save his life. And again, he was a good example for the other people, man. He left with a good name. Okay, to the end. That's what it means to endure until the end. Eleazar endured until the end. Okay, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet their hope is full of immortality. So yes, he might die in front of those wicked ones. He died. Okay, in their eyes they thought he died, but no, man, his hope is full of immortality. This is not the end where much righteousness abide. Okay, there's more to come, and there's a next episode, man. Okay, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Okay, this present suffering is not able to be compared with the promise that the Lord has prepared for us. Okay, having been a little chastised, okay, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for themselves, even to the point of death. Okay, even to the point of death. Okay. So and again, that's how you show your worth unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. If that's your lot, you have to go through it. Bite that bullet and keep your integrity unto the end, and the Lord will greatly reward you. Okay? As it says here in Revelation 20:4. And I saw the thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, of them that chose death for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or on their hand, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay, that's the reward. You will live again, because when you get beheaded, you're dead. Okay, but then in the kingdom to come, you're gonna be back, and you're gonna be back in a spiritual body, and you're gonna reign with Yahweh Shai. As I said before, if you suffer with him, you will reign with him. It said what? They were beheaded. Why? For the witness of Yahweh Shai. Okay, for the namesake. Okay, and for the word of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. They were not ashamed of the word. They chose to die for the word, which had not, again, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or on their hand. Okay, so that's against going against the government, going against the will of the elites of this world, going against the new world order. Okay, that's why they were put to death. But again, it is written so that we may know that there's a reward at the end. It's like I said before, it is not the end. Our hope is full of immortality if you endure until the end. Okay, it says here in Romans 8:36, it is written, for thy sake, for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all things, nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. So through the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, through our faith, we will overcome this world, man. And again, there's rewards for the Lord has, there's no eyes have seen, no ears have heard what the Lord has prepared for those that wait for him. Okay. And that goes again into that hope of your hope being full of immortality. Okay. So it says here in Hebrews 12:2, looking into Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, because he's the like I said, he's the first fruit of those that overcame the world, man. He's the first one that overcame the world. Okay. But again, us through our faith, we can attain that we can overcome the world as well, just as following his footsteps. Okay. So it says here, who for the joy that was set before him, the promises that the Lord had, that Yahweh has prepared for Yahweh Shai, okay, the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Okay, so that he despised the torture, just as Eleazar. Okay, he despised his own life, just as Susanna did, man. Okay, and there's much more examples throughout the whole scriptures, man. Okay. Of people that sacrifice their own lives for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, for this testimony. Okay, it says what? He despised and the shame. It says Salakia, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. Okay, that goes into carrying your own cross. We all have a walk, a tailor fit walk that was given unto us. Okay, to obtain that blessing. Just as Yahweh Shai walked that walk, we also have to walk that walk, man. Despising the shame, and is sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind. So just like I said, the servant is not greater than the master. Just as Yahweh Shai was persecuted, we will have to be persecuted. And again, Yahweh Shai said, what? Follow me. Okay, the same walk that he had to walk in that straight path. That's the walk. That's the path that leads unto life. So we all have to go through it. That chastisement, we all have to go through it, man. Okay, and again it says what? Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving unto sin. So we're not even to the point where we're being put to death for the namesake, man. Okay, but there's gonna be a time when that happens, man. So we have to be prepared. Okay, mentally, physically, and spiritually for the things that are about to happen. Okay, so it says here in Sirach 19:2, blessed is he whose conscience had not condemned him, and who is not fallen from the hope of the Lord. How are you going to be condemned? How are you going to be fallen from the hope if you bow down to this society? If you save your life, okay, at the end you're going to lose it. Okay, because as I said, you're gonna have to face Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai and be judged for the actions that you've committed in your lifetime, not only in this life but in the other lives, man. That's why knowing the terror of the Lord, we're trying our best to avoid that punishment. Okay, because it says what? The Lord has made known what to do so that we may avoid the punishments to come. Okay, and what is it? To turn your back to the Lord, repent, and seek after righteousness and truth and sincerity. Okay. So again, it says, if your conscience did not condemn you, You know, if you're doing what is expected of you as a good servant, man. Because again, you can't do enough. Okay, keep pushing for this truth, man. As it says, I run not as one that beateth the air. Okay, we're running for a purpose, man. Okay, so do your videos, watch your videos, do your videos, read, get edified, man, and spend time with the brothers as much as possible, man. This is the time that you're supposed to grow in the truth, man. Okay, so it says here in Psalms 34 and 8, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is good. Blessed is the man that trusted in him. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints. Okay, that's a commandment. We are to fear the Lord and to trust in him, for there is no want to them that fear him. Okay, once you taste of that water, you shall not thirst. Once you eat of that bread, you shall never hunger again, man. There's no want in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, there's no fear of the world, of what the world can do when you're walking according to the will of the Lord, man. Okay, so it says here in Sirach 23 and 27, and they and they that shall remain, and that's pertaining to even when I brought out that point about Susanna, bringing it back to the beginning of the lesson. We were speaking about Susanna. She was in betwixt having to commit adultery, or to commit or to be false, or to have people have a false witness against her, and then she will be put to death. But at the end of the day, she chose rather to die with integrity than to commit adultery. So this precept is basically saying that at the end, if you commit adultery as a man or as a woman, you're gonna be punished. Okay, in the sight of all the people, in the sight of the people, you're gonna be punished. Why? To implement the fear of the Lord. And then it says what? Sirach 23 and 27, and they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than to fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So that those judgments, walking in the fear of the Lord, you're gonna know, man, there's nothing better than to fear the Lord. And even more when these people when these people, they see the hopeful elect, the elect get beamed up. Okay, when the elect get beamed up, when they come back down with their spiritual bodies, okay, these people are gonna know that everyone's gonna know, as it says, all knees shall bow down to Yahweh, but everyone's gonna acknowledge that there's nothing better than to fear the Lord, than to walk after his ordinances, than to obey the Lord. There's nothing better in the world than to do these things, man. It's only at the end when these people are gonna acknowledge and realize these things, man. When all hell breaks loose, when Yahweh is out there for judgment, okay. When judgment is here, that's when the people are going to acknowledge. And again, how much more when the hopeful elect, when the elect of the Lord willing, we're a part of that number. When we get beamed up, okay, when we get beamed up in the sight of the nations, man, they're going to acknowledge that there's nothing better than to fear, that there's nothing better than to fear the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. Why? Because it's life. The law, statutes, and commandments is life unto us. It's our wisdom in the sight of the nation. And again, it says what? Those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments will be allowed to partake in the fruit of immortality. Okay? It says what? It is great glory to follow the Lord. It is a great glory to depart from wickedness. It is a great glory in the sight of the Lord to walk after righteousness. Okay? It is well pleasing unto the Lord. Okay? To do what is right in his sight, man. It is a great glory. Okay, in the world, they seem that we're losing. In the world, it seemed like we're being shamed, we're being mocked. But no, in the eyes of the Lord, it's glorious. Okay, it's a beautiful thing in the eyes of the Lord. Okay, and to be received of him is long life. And how are you going to be received of him? It says, incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. And how are you incorruptible? By following after the laws, statutes, and commandments. By rejecting the world, rejecting the works of darkness. Okay. So again, it says here in James 1 and 12, blessed is the man that endureth. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life. When you were tried, after you were tried, you're going to receive your reward, man, which is that crown of life, immortality, okay, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. So again, you have to endure until the end, okay? It says here in John 8 and 51, verily, verily, I say unto you, that's Yahweh Shai speaking, verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my sayings, he shall never see death. Okay, and even as it says, even in the sight of men, they seem to die, and the departure seems to be destruction. But no, our hope is full of immortality, because why? We understand that we're going back to our Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so it says here, I'm gonna close up with this in Revelation 3 and 21. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne. Okay, that's the reward, man. If you overcome this world according to the faith of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the Lord has a place for you, man, in his kingdom. Okay, even as I also overcame. So again, Yahushai walked that path and he overcame. Okay, so if you walk the same path of righteousness, if you follow the Lord, man, there's a reward waiting for you, man. But again, you have to cross that finish line, man, and endure until the end. Okay, accomplish your course. Okay, I am Salakia, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that Salakia, he that had an ear, let him hear. If you have understanding, understand this, man. Okay, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the church. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's better to lay down your life than to turn your back on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It's better to sacrifice unto the Lord for righteousness' sake. Okay, it's better to die than to forsake the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. Okay, prepare yourself. You have to be mentally prepared for the times to come, man. Prophecies are happening, man. We're almost there, man. We're almost at the end of this wicked kingdom. But we know that with the coming of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, chaos and evil and again, evil meaning bad times, they will increase before salvation. Just as the birth pains, okay, their distance, they distance itself, and then as soon as the baby is almost on his way here, the birth pains, they're constantly more and more constant. Basically, they're more constant and more repetitive. Okay, so again, just how the evils are going to increase until Yahushua comes and takes and instills righteousness on the earth. All right, so that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Salutation, peace, and blessing to the hopeful elect. DTA Ababa Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.